Well, we're live now. It's so funny, new setup. So working on the new setup now. So apologies. Okay. Well, you're gonna see a little things in the side of the corner. So just work with me on that for today, or excuse me on that for today. I wanted to try something new. I kind of wanted it to be like we're sitting on a couch, chatting, talking, you know what I mean? There is a camera or my screen also to the left, so I'm looking at that as well. But nonetheless, welcome to Luxury State of Mind. This is the podcast and the platform that encourages you to live your version of luxury. And we define luxury as authenticity on this platform. So my goal is to encourage you to design a life, a tailor-made life that allows you to live in an authenticity as well as living a purpose-driven life as well. So welcome back to Luxury State of Mind. And on today, on this podcast, I think this is more going to be a bit of encouragement for you, for myself. Um, I just today woke up feeling a bit burdened and realizing later that what I was feeling was a bit of discouragement. And I know that I can't be the only one that can feel that, especially in these hard times. It may not necessarily be hard for everybody, and it may be hard in different ways for different people. It may not all be the same, but I do think that we're in a different time right now, and people are being afflicted in different capacities. You could be looking online and looking at somebody else and wondering, how are they doing this? How are they succeeding? What am I not doing correct? Why are things not working out for me? Maybe you've been in a position where you've been laid off for some time and you've been applying, and for some reason things are just not working out. Or I'm gonna hold the mic. Maybe you're in a position as well that you are trying to change something. Maybe you have been trying to create your version of luxury. Maybe the environments that you're in, the job that you do have, your business, maybe you hope it would be making more than it is right now, and it's not. And it's just like, when will things begin to change for me? When will life look different for me? And I know that I'm not the only one sometimes that feels that way. If you're walking on this journey of just creating a life that works for you, that is meaningful for you, it can be difficult. So, funny enough, a lot of those feelings and those things were what I was feeling today. Especially being the person who does luxury state of mind, I can get discouraged and can get like, oh my goodness, like things should be different. Why are things not looking the way that I think that they should? But I just want to encourage you today that you're not alone in that feeling. If that is you, whatever capacity that you may be in, you may have been making the changes necessary. You may have been growing, evolving, doing what it is that you can to really design something that is, again, tailor made for you, that resembles your version of luxury, but it just feels like things are going super slow. It's just like, golly, like it is super slow. Well, I just want to encourage you that just keep going. I had a conversation with my mentor today, and because I was like, girl, I think I am losing it. Like, what is going on? And I just shared with her, where I was at. It's good to have community. It's good to be in a space of people who can understand you. And a couple of things that she shared with me that I'm still thinking through and reasoning with and understand. And I just wanted to share it with you. Maybe it'd be helpful for you as well. One of the things that she told me is that a lot of the things that I was feeling or going through is not just for me, but it's for other people. And I have actually said this a lot to, friends and whatnot when they're like, "Wow, I mean, you really helped me." And I'm like, "Well, I'm glad that my pain or my struggles have been of value to you." I always joke with them about that. But it's true. A lot of the experiences, the whole purpose of luxury state of mind, why it was formed is based off of past experiences, different things that I've learned over time. And my goal is to help simplify the time for you so that you're not using up all your time, wasting time on things that don't matter, because that was my story before. So she just encouraged me that, look, whatever you're experiencing, a lot of things that you're experiencing is not for you. It's just to better relate to the person that you are supposed to be serving. So sometimes a lot of what you may be going through is not just because life is just like you know, like you suck. Like it's not necessarily that. As you're learning to fight through these experiences and be victorious where you are, you're going to learn some lessons on the way, and you're going to be able to reach your hand out to somebody else who is going to find themselves in the same position that you were in, and you're going to be able to walk them through that. I used to think of the times I just thought about this, and I do think about this, when I was afraid to show up online. I didn't even want my face to be a part of my brand. I wanted things to be just so prim and proper and perfect. And I just felt like, why can't I be like them or like that? And through those experiences of feeling that way, and then, leaving the podcast, leaving everything that I was doing, and then coming back to it, and now having the courage to even show up like this. I mean, it's not even perfect. Like, you can see something in my camera, like the thing is a little off, but I'm just here to just, talk and chill and be able to commune with you. The fact that I can take those lessons of what it felt like to be in fear then and how it stopped me, and then to be able to help the next person be able to rise up and say, "Hey, you are worth being visible, you are worth being known." I could have only have learned that in the areas that were considered a trial or a struggle or just in reality a pain point, right? Or the times, I mean, there's so many stories I could tell you from, you know, almost not or almost being kicked out of a master's program and what that looked like, and not having any options, to living in almost poverty and navigating those lessons. And then what did I learn there? What skills did I learn? What character was built? How did I lean on the Lord? Hello? How did my relationship with God build in those times? She'd encouraged me that some of the things that we're experiencing right now can only be, like, the lessons that we would learn can only be experienced or only learned in hard times. So just trying to figure what is the value that's being given even in the space of difficulty. So it's not feeling like this space that you may be in is just a waste and life is just happening to you, but how can you take those lessons and take the experiences and find value from it? And not for anybody else, fully for you first, and then as you've grown for somebody else, you can share those lessons. So just know that whatever season you may find yourself in, it's not a waste. It's not this is just life is just happening to you, but in reality, there's this phrase that I've heard, and I think it kind of fits, that life is happening for you. So there is something of value even if you are feeling discouraged in this season, in this time. I mean, I can see it. I'm sure you can, that the systems and things of how things used to be are changing. What we used to think will stand, the careers that we thought would be are no longer, or the way that they're going are just not the same. So things are shifting, and it's a lot of change. It's a lot of change happening, and there's a lot of pressure, and it can feel as if, where am I going? What am I doing? All these different things. But just want to encourage you that a lot of what you're going through right now, especially for you that wants to live that extraordinary life, that it's not just for you, it's for other people as well. And there is a lot of value to be learned even in this season, in this time. And again, that doesn't make it easier than what it is. It doesn't make what I'm saying or what you're experiencing just like, oh my God, like, yeah, lessons learning, love that, right? We may not necessarily choose the way that we're learning them. I wouldn't, but there's still, again, opportunity in these spaces. And just number three, if we are making points, I didn't really have points for this, but something that I've actually said on a previous episode, and she also told me as well, is just not to give up, that just keep going because we just don't know when the pivot point or when the breakthrough will be. We really just don't know, right? We can't predict these things. We don't know when things will shift, but there is a point where things have to shift. There is a point where things have to break or to move. The mountain has to move at some point. And I feel like, especially, I was listening to this live today from somebody that I really respect. And she was saying that discouragement is a tool of the enemy to stop you. And when she was saying these things, I kind of realized that, wow, like from the moment I opened my eyes, that was almost like an attack on my mind. This discouragement, this feeling of lack, or this feeling of, well, I should have this and why can't I have that, and all these things. And it's felt like a weight over me. And sometimes the discouragement that you feel really is an attack for you to stop. I just want to encourage you, whatever it is that you are doing, especially if you are making those steps to living that extraordinary life that is for you, that life that feels like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. If it's difficult, just keep going. If you're not sure your next step, take another step. If you don't know what to do, when to do, how to do it, just try. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. If you need to take a little break, that's fine. If you need to talk to a friend, you need to talk to somebody, that's fine as well. But I just encourage you to keep going. Don't stop because it just is like, oh my gosh, what do I do? There are ways to seek answers. There are ways to seek help. There are ways to seek encouragement. There are things that you can feed your mind when you're feeling in this space of just discouragement. You can fill your mind with good messages. You can listen to different things online. You can listen to the Luxury State of Mind podcast. You can do a lot of things. But whatever it takes for you to just keep going, you can watch funny videos. You can watch your favorite movie. You can talk to a friend, talk to somebody who feels safe, that can help you remember who you are when you can't see yourself. So I just want to encourage you to keep going. Discouragement isn't easy. Those feelings of weightiness is not easy. And I don't think, something that we were talking about today is like not a lot of people are talking about this. Not a lot of people are being honest. I mean, I'm seeing it a lot more, I think. If I look like on LinkedIn, I'm mostly on LinkedIn a lot. I see the messages and people and sharing where they are. And even that too sometimes can be a lot because you may think that terrible things are happening all the time and that's all that's happening, which is not true. There are still beautiful things happening. There are still people succeeding. We're even still succeeding in different ways. We're not who we used to be yesterday, and we're enjoying life in different and new ways than before, or than yesterday. But in all honesty, when you are really out here trying to do this thing and live a luxury life, it is not easy. It is not easy. And it's easy to look at other people and wonder, why can't I do that? Or am I not valuable enough? What I have to offer, what I have to say is it not valuable enough? Or why can't people see me? Or why don't I have this opportunity? Or what, all these whys and things. People don't share enough of that. I'm not saying I'm out here just be like, oh, this is everything that's happening in my life. I mean, I think there are some, some things that you have to keep private. But for what I can share, I will share. And I think that's why I did live when I or the series, the Courage series, speaking about what was a public failure and then the different lessons that I learned and how it's made me stronger in this next season. So, just want to encourage you again today that if discouragement is trying to stop you and make you feel less than and make you feel small, it doesn't have to have the final say. And probably what it's saying to you is a lie, anyways. Go get in an environment where people can speak the truth to you and feel encouraged that you are going somewhere. Your life means something and you will get to where it is that you are called to be. So I hope that this helped you. This spoke life into you. It helps you know that somebody sees you. You are not alone in what you are feeling, and especially in this time. And that something that I like to say is all will be well. All is well. So fun things that I wanted to share as well, just luxury state of mind stuff. We just had an event last week called Conversations Over Dinner, where we basically had conversations over a great meal. So we had our first event of that series in Dallas, and I plan to take it to different, well, more in Dallas, but then also different states and countries as well. So where should I go next? Put that in the comment. Where should we have good conversations? Because my goal for this podcast, for the live events that I do, I want us to have great conversations that spark transformation. I know I love, and I found that the women that are drawn to Luxury State of Mind love good, hearty, fulfilling conversations and love doing it over a great meal. So that's going to be a series that we're going to be starting up in 2026. So I would love to hear from you, my Luxury State of Mind community, what you or where I should go. And if you have any restaurant suggestions as well, I would love to know that too. Second thing that I actually shared with the ladies, but I would love to share with you as well. I really want to make luxury state of mind more than just, oh, I have a YouTube channel here and I post over there and we're all kind of like spread out, right? I want to present the opportunity to be a part of a paid membership where we're able to engage in conversation on a more consistent basis. So, not somewhere out there or I'm talking to this person over there, but the people who really want to live a life that feels tailor made for them, that authenticity is their form of luxury in all areas of their life, then I want us to be in a space where we can do that more consistently. So I opened the opportunity up for the women who attended the event, but I would love to share it with you as well. It just be an opportunity for us to talk again on a more consistent basis every month virtually. So whether you're in London, whether you're in Nigeria, whether you're in the US, or wherever you are, we'll be able to meet, speak, discuss things just like this, have good conversation, have coaching as well. So if, for example, you're trying to grow or develop something that you want to take public and you need that help and that coaching, I would be there to help you within that time frame. So we would do spotlight coaching and at times even have guests come and speak to us as well to share on different topics that we as a community find interesting. So we'd be able to meet once a month virtually. We'll have events every quarter as well. As you can see, Luxury State of Mind does events. We've partnered with Mac and Joe Malone, and then we have conversations over dinner, but there's more to come. So those in the community will also have opportunity to just meet women at these quarterly events, engage in great conversation. And then when there are events that are even open to the public as well, you would get different perks because you're a part of the community. So you get VIP treatment as well. So that's always fun, right? So that would be an opportunity. And then also creating a culture of celebration as well. I find it so interesting that as women, especially women of color, we find it difficult to celebrate ourselves. I know that for many, 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 many years, that has been or was a big issue for me, but I've gotten better at it. And I want to create that culture more in within the community. So being able to celebrate, do celebrations, like even if you took a nap that day and you struggle with taking naps because you struggle with rest, like we as a community to rally around you, be like, girl, you did that thing. Like, come on, let's go. Okay. Love that nap for you. So we're going to be doing things like that. And then many more surprises. and crafting the community to really fit what works for us. So if that's something that you'd be interested in, I'm going to leave a link in the description where you can sign up to be a part of that paid community. So we would do it where, again, wherever you are in the world, you can be a part of it as well. Because I want every single woman that can be inspired by Luxury State of Mind to be a part of this community. So again, thank you for talking with me or being in this space, for literally being in my living room today. If you're watching this on YouTube, all the flaws and all, whatever, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And I'm going to see you on the next episode of the Luxury State of Mind podcast. All right. Speak to you soon. Bye.